Okay, guys, how are we all doing? Okay, on this episode, I'll be discussing one of the foundation type we have, and that is pi foundation. Yes, I call it the chairman of them all, pi foundation. What is a pi foundation? I'm going to try my best to explain it in a way that a common man will understand. A pi foundation is a type of foundation where the stranded columns or column elements are being drilled or hammered deep inside the soil. You understand? Is where a column element, why I say column element for some of us that may not understand it, is we use concrete work for this. We can also use wood. We can also use other materials. As far as it is drilled deep down into the soil. Now I'm going to concentrate on the concrete columns, the concrete columns for this. So this is a process whereby the ground is drilled just like the way you drill a borehole. The way you drill a borehole, the ground is drilled deep down into the soil where the columns will be introduced. Most times, when these things are drilled, the rebar reinforcement will be hammered or thrown inside that hole that is already drilled. From there, it will be casted deep down to the surface, to the soil surface. From there, the pie cap will be introduced and other processes that has to do with it. So that is a pie foundation. Just like you'll be seeing the picture here, that is how a pie foundation is being drilled. Now, why do people use pie foundation? We use pie foundations in areas whereby the upper layer of the soil is not strong enough to bear the load that is coming upon it. That is when, or in an area where the structure is very heavy, that is when we have the high-rising structures, the bridge, flyovers, structures that are very heavy. That is where we introduce pie foundation if the upper layer of the soil cannot be strong enough to carry that load. We now introduce the load deep down into the soil. This will help the soil to carry the load that is coming upon it. Sometimes it is being drilled deep down till we get a suitable soil or a layer of rock where the building can rest while introducing its load to the Mother Earth. That is why pie foundations are used. So if your land is on a waterlogged area, and the soil, depending on the soil type, if the upper layer of the soil is not strong enough to bear the load that is coming upon it, this pie foundation can be introduced. The structural engineer, with the help of the architect and other professionals in the field, we now know strategic areas to drill these columns when that is going to bear this load. It's not something you do by guesswork. It is something that is calculated based on the plan, the structural plan and structural enforcement you have. These will be decided strategic areas that these columns will be drilled. So that is why we use pie foundation. Remember, pie foundation goes very deep into the soil. Secondly, it is used when the upper layer of the soil is not strong enough to bear the load that is coming upon it. It's very costly. Yes, I say it's the costliest among the foundation type we have. It's very costly, but still, it's good to spend money because building, you are not just doing it for yourself, you are doing it for tomorrow. And when you be safe, you live safe. That's it. So next one, we are going to be discussing raft foundation so as to understand what it is and how it is done. Thank you very much.